That's what they after. That's why I've been sitting it up there. So I'm probably gonna get me a good cat. These mice are a problem. My old chickens would have killed them and ate them, but they're a big problem. Not really so much because of eating grain, or which can be a problem, and not so much because of them shitting in here, which that could be a problem with disease or fleas, but because they're so good at chewing. And all these buried boards, I know it is a temporary solution. They're gonna rot, but foxes and stuff was digging up in here, and weasels. So I dug a deep trench all the way around, and to the bottom board of the chicken pen, I nailed boards going down in the ground to make a barrier. So they go to dig in, and they hit that board, and they give up. But the mouse can chew a hole in there that he can get through. And then a weasel can chew a hole to get through that. And then a fox can dig a hole through that, before you know it. What, you want to get some water? They're getting brave. Because I haven't killed any of them. I haven't tried to attack any of them. I want them to get a little comfortable to me. Hey, buddy. I had an owl eat some chickens. At night, they probably trying to take these mice out, and these mice are coming in the chicken pen and having complete safety from predators. The best way to give chickens corn is really to soak it in water. That's what I'm doing in them 2 buckets. You soak it up with water, it swells up, it's softer, it's easier for them to break it down. Also, the best way to give chickens corn is with oyster shells crushed up. That way they have a lot of grit in their gullet to break it down. I guess it's because these are smaller chickens. But my older chickens, they'd grab that mouse, fold it in half, and swallow it whole. And it wouldn't even seem possible, but they would. This is a wild rat, y'all. This ain't a domesticated rat. Look how comfortable he is with me. He's like, this guy's a saint. I've been seeing him just give his food away to these chickens. Maybe he'll give the food away to me. Maybe I want all y'all to be comfortable enough to get within striking range. I don't know. They might grow on me. This might be Brittany's new pet. I ain't never had a wild rat get this close. He wants that corn. Get him now. Don't let him do that. Get him. Find your inner predator. Quit being so prey animal and get this mouse. Get him. That's a lot of protein for you. You're going to go and try to get that corn. Get that corn. Watch when he gets a piece of corn, he'll be out of there fast as fuck. Oh, hell no. You done ate the chicken's corn. They a problem. I do like to be at peace and harmony with all the animals, but you can't always. You got to pick your favorites, You got to. I just can't be allied with the honeybees and the fire ants at the same time, or the dogs and the ticks at the same time, or the chickens and the mice at the same time. Which, that's not a mouse, that's a rat. He can get bigger than that too, but that's a straight up rat. That is a squirrel-sized rat. That is a woman get on top of the chair-sized rat. I see your ass over there, motherfucker. Oh, excuse me. Like, dang, I didn't mean to cuss like that, y'all. But I see you. You ain't hiding. I'm too tall for you to hide behind a water jug. I see right over the top of here. Hey, Mr. Rat. How about I just befriend you and give you a name? You can be Mr. Jingles or something. Don't be terrified. Don't be terrified. I know you're a social animal and you've got some developed intelligence. Here you go. There's a chicken on that side. I hope he learns to catch yourself. I'm a complicated individual. In this moment, I'm feeding this mouse and filming him and hanging out with him, but in the next, he might be in a trap. So messed up. In another life, we could have been friends. Sorry it had to end this way. It's right there. It's right there, man. You're on top of it. You lit it. But yeah, these mice have gotten way too comfortable. This is the first time I've fed one. They got a high metabolism. They got to eat all the time. And their teeth are always growing, so they got to chew all the time. And they got a high metabolism, so they pissing and shitting all the time. And their nutritional needs are almost identical to a human, so our scraps are great for them. The big old one just popped his head up. I never saw any till it started getting cold, and that's normally how it is. There was a lot of food everywhere else, and they weren't going to take these chances being this close to humans and chickens and all this. But the cold and the need for food has driven them to it. That's how a lot of animals got domesticated. They were just out of necessity. They were forced to be around us for our scraps.